My name is Marguerite Martin, and I've been a real estate agent in Tacoma, Washington since 2005, so over 20 years. And for the last 10 years, I've had this website, movetotacoma.com. And the whole focus of the website is helping people who are relocating to Tacoma from across the region, across the country, or even across the city to find their place here in the City of Destiny. Moving to Tacoma in 2026 and you're trying to figure out, how am I going to figure out what neighborhood to live in? How am I going to figure out how to find community, how to find friends? What are the local politics like? Where's my grocery store? I'm here for you. This is literally what I do for a living. My goal for Move to Tacoma has always been very simple. It is to help connect people relocating here from across the region, from across the country, from across the world, to connect with actual people who live here and learn from them about what they love about their communities and figure out for themselves where they would like to live and how they would like to plug into this small city, right? We're only 200,000 people. There's not a ton of media created about it. So that was the idea. And it's turned into obviously a neighborhood guide, a blog, a YouTube channel, a podcast with over 100 episodes interviewing people from around Tacoma about their stories and how they're involved in the community. And I'm really proud of this website. I think it's an excellent resource for you if you're considering moving to Tacoma to help discern where do you belong and how are you going to plug in. Video, I'm going to walk you through some of my favorite parts of the website, some of my favorite podcast episodes and recent videos and interviews to kind of help you start to figure out, okay, how am I going to start my research about moving to Tacoma? In addition to Move to Tacoma resources, there's a lot of other people in Tacoma that are making great content, and I'm going to cite some of those as well so that you can get going down the Tacoma rabbit hole in a way that helps you.
Okay. So the first thing I'd like to show you is my pride and joy, the Move to Tacoma Neighborhood Guide. And the way that you use this is you just go to movetotacoma.com, you click on Explore Tacoma Neighborhoods, and there's a clickable neighborhood guide to Tacoma and the greater Tacoma area. And look, this website is 10 years old, so just bear with the coding drums. And you can actually zoom out if you want to see the county in general. There's over 50 guides. I try to keep them updated. It's a full-time job going through these things and updating them. Businesses close, businesses open, prices for the neighborhoods change, but I do my absolute best to make it as accurate as possible. So as you're exploring different types of neighborhoods, different types of architecture, whether you want to be in something suburban or more urban, if you have price constraints, this guide is going to be everything that you need to help you kind of get a short list of neighborhoods that are going to work for you.
Move to Tacoma, the podcast, started in 2015, so over 10 years ago. And in that time, we've interviewed over 100 Tacomans from all walks of life. Everybody from the mayor of Tacoma to activists to musicians and artists, like all different kinds of people. And the idea is we ask everybody, when did you move to Tacoma and why? What neighborhood do you live in and what do you like about it? And then we get into whatever it is that they're doing. So through this method, we've been able to cover a lot of ground. You can listen to the podcast pretty much anywhere that podcasts are syndicated. Definitely on Spotify. It is on Apple Podcasts. It is on YouTube now. We have started recording the episodes with video, but you can go back 10 years and find all kinds of different interviews. And here are a few that I recommend getting started with. We have two recent podcasts that are all about schools in Tacoma. So we start with one interview with Tanisha Jumper from Tacoma Public Schools. And I just asked her tons of questions that clients have asked me over the years when they're relocating to Tacoma about the school district and what is offered. And Tacoma Public Schools is huge and they offer so many different kinds of education for our kids. Tanisha really dove into that and explained a lot of the nuances of how all of that works. So I definitely recommend, if you are interested in schools, to check out that interview. If private schools are your thing, I would check out the interview with Cheryl Shank. She is an admissions director for local private schools, and she talks about the different schools, what you should look for, how you vet a private school for your child, how do you find the right fit for your child. It was fascinating and, obviously very different than the conversation with Tacoma Public Schools. So no matter what you're thinking of, or if you're comparing the two for education options, those two episodes are really interesting. To see the latest episodes of the Move to Tacoma podcast, visit movetotacoma.com and click on podcasts at the top, or you can go to the playlist here on YouTube and see the most recent episodes uploaded there. Obviously, I'm very proud of Move to Tacoma and I highly recommend it as a research tool. But in addition to Move to Tacoma, I would also check out the Channel 253 podcasting network and all of the different shows that are featured on there. Those are all locally produced podcast shows about Tacoma, as well as Grit City Magazine for a print publication that has in-depth reporting and features and artists all right here in Tacoma. I also recommend South Sound Magazine and South Sound Business Magazine and our local alt weekly, The Weekly Volcano. So if you are moving to Tacoma in 2026, I hope that this video and all of these resources were helpful to you. This is what I do, help people figure out how to find their place in the city of destiny. And what I also do is help people find the perfect real estate agent for them and the neighborhood and the type of house that they're trying to buy. So if that's something that you would like to do, click on the link in my profile or down here in the description, and I'd love to have a Zoom call with you and figure out what you're looking for and help match you to the perfect Tacoma real estate agent.
Move to Tacoma, move to Tacoma, move to Tacoma.com.